what did you come into pain with, and how do you feel like you've gotten better?
Okay, so I've always been dealing with serious neck pain all the time, constantly. There was days where I would just catch myself calling out of work because I had serious pain. You know what I'm saying? Where I would have to take a seat. I'm like, wait, guys, I need an ice pack. I'm not feeling well. And then I know you, with the videos and everything, I know you're really good. And then I saw that you were doing x-rays at your place now. So I'm like, okay, this is good because, you know, I do want to know what's going on. I was getting a little worried. So we found out what's going on. You gave me the whole corrective care package, and I feel great. Like, to the point where I'm not used to not feeling this good, that I get anxiety. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling so good?
Of course.
But I love it.
Do you feel that your range of motion has gotten better? Do you feel like other aspects of your life have gotten better, like sleep-wise, for example?
Sleep-wise, I have no problem, especially with the pillow. And like, that's no exaggeration. It actually helped me a lot. And I've tried a lot of pillows on Amazon.
Okay.
So that helps me a lot, because even when I just lay down, I just feel it supporting my neck when I'm laying down, like flat on my back.
Chiropractor, and he created his own pillow called Dozy Boy. Okay, it's a pillow where you can kind of semi customize it like to your own like fitting, and they give you like extra like fluff in case you want to make it like extra, you know, thicker or whatever. You can take it out, yeah. I'll give you his Instagram and then his info, and you can perhaps check it out. I'm not sure how much he sells it for, but I feel like all pillows that are like good quality are around the same budget.
Yeah.
So you can try that out. That's the only other pillow that I would say, or Tempur-Pedic, would be like the creme de la creme of like the best pillows. Everything else, like the My Pillow that you see, don't really have a lot of research behind it. I can't back it up to tell you that I feel confident in it. Good, that's it. You okay? Lay on your side facing me this. Nice. Beautiful. Up you up. You got it? Good. We love people that are very like-minded like us. So we want to see what we can do for. Good. Very easy. Same thing with this side. So left is really. That's all it is.
Wow.
Ooh, now that might be the X factor for you.
Wow.
So typically people
I just
usually,
felt that on my spine.
yeah, people usually feel that either the CT junction or the TL junction right here. Where did you feel it? Higher, right?
On my spine, like,
Good. Excellent. 12 pumps today. Enjoy. Anybody, whether you have metal hardware or not. But we have to structure it for you because of all the dense muscle that you have, and because of the fact that I can't do the adjustments that I'm looking to do. We typically will do the Shockwave every, let's say, 4 to 5 days. So you can technically do it 2 times a week, let's say Monday and a Friday. And then if you're here, let's say Wednesdays, you do like a regular treatment. But the drops that I'm gonna do for you.
And one was 6 months, 5 months later.
Later, okay.
The neck was first,
Okay, the point.
and then the back was second. So
Okay,
we're,
so the point is that you've been established that you've had this for a while, let's say 5+ years. So I'm not worried that things need to kind of be, you know, cautiously done.
listen, I abuse myself every day. And
Right.
I'm being honest with you, what I do is a lot more abusive to myself than you're gonna do in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it here. Okay.
Let's put it like that. Like, why I'm here is because my mobility in my hip flexes.
Right. So
Because I can't like twist and move the way I used to. Yeah, I'm doing it, but it feels real uncomfortable.
So this. How's that?
Good.
Not terrible?
No.
Good. So being that it's not terrible, I just bumped you up to therapeutic level already. So this is pretty much as high as it's gonna go. What we're doing here is we're working on his mid-back, the erectors, and also his lower trap in order to help give him range of motion and to also help decrease his pain. What the Shockwave itself is doing, however, is it's allowing the stem cells in the body to help heal within naturally, to not only provide more circulation, but to break pick up any scar tissue that he might have in that area. His flexibility is also an issue, so that's why we wanted to focus on this and go from there. How we doing?
I'm feeling.
You're already halfway done. You can believe it. Around a little bit, move side to
I
side.
feel looser in my lats.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't even work on your lats.
But that's where, like,
So
I'm feeling stiff.
I did nothing here. I did everything in the middle.
Yeah.
So because we're loosening up those erectors, the erectors may sometimes give a little bit more give into the lat because they're kind of like overlapping muscles, right? Because
just popped it.
yeah, it's not nothing popped. It was your muscle that kind of went out of the groove a little bit.
Yeah.
So I usually focus on this in phase 2, but because you're a little bit different and you have that metal hardware, I have to change up my treatment for you. You see how tight this is?
Yeah, it's going into my groin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just breathe. Good. You okay?
Yeah, I don't feel it.
Well, we're definitely moving. I'll tell you that. Good. That's a little better. Good. There we go. This gentleman has metal plates in his neck, basically like a cage, in the lower cervical spine. Most chiropractors, they'd be scared to do this. It's not about being scared, it's just about knowing where you can and cannot adjust. So we're gonna work on his upper cervicals here. Very, very gentle. Drop it. Okay. So you try not to fight with me, because I'm always gonna win, okay? And if you fight, it's gonna hurt more. So drop. Good. Good, that's it. Little tiny ones. So all this muscle that you have in here, relax your head. All this in here is tight.
Yes. It feels to be.
But as they say, no pain, no gain.
A week after we met, I couldn't do any rear delt movements.
Interesting,
And
okay.
the week after that, I couldn't even raise my arm up.
Really?
Like taking off.
Anything
my
you
shirt.
did in particular or no?
No, nothing.
Huh, that's strange.
And then
He's one of my OGs. Been here, did corrective care, did great with it. Comes in for a little bit of tune-up. However, he does beat his body up with the crazy shifts that he has at work, so we're just trying to make him feel a little bit better. I can tell you've been working out more because your rear delt is like definitely more toned.
oh, nice.
Bust out the Theragun when I need to kind of get a little bit more force in here. And that's because there's a lot of muscle. We need a little bit more power. And the reason why I bring the arm back is because it helps expose the scapula, and by doing that, I can kind of get underneath the shoulder blade here. It kind of like spasms a little bit, and that's because the muscles are very tight, and he's also a little bit dehydrated too. So when you add a little bit of electrolytes and magnesium into the diet, it kind of helps the muscles balance out. Really cool one too. I'm trying to kind of just open up the capsule, joint capsule here. So we bring this arm over. I take a contact all the way out here. If you come on this side, you can see a little bit better how I'm contacting it. We go underneath. I take this contact here, and then I bring this shoulder here. And from this point, a little more. That's it. Heard that pop? Got some good sun coming in Your mid back was a 6. Still
Yeah.
keep it about a 6. It's still up there. Okay. And then low back was a 2. Still a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your neck was a 3.
Like 3, 4.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're just gonna trace her back, work a little bit on the upper chest. Because of that mid back tightness that she has, I wanted to use this today and just change it up for her. I usually love working with the body butter because it helps in 3 different ways, improving circulation, lactic acid removal, and lymphatic drainage. The Theragun is just as good, it's just more aggressive, and there's no vibration component, it's just more like percussion up and down. So some people can't tolerate it that well. Beautiful. That's it. Got a little poppy. Your neck was at 8 last time.
Yeah, I think it literally just switched.
So like a 5 now?
Yeah, my neck feels good. I've been sleeping well, sleeping much better.
Good. Low back was a 5, that like a 7?
Yeah, I would say like an 8 now.
8?
Actually, yeah.
And then your mid back was a 6.
Yeah, I would say it's also like 6, 7. So yeah, I would say
So it's
7.
up there? Okay, we'll say 7. So his pain today flip flopped. It was once in the neck, now it's the low back.
Yes, and Friday as well.
Friday too? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we discussed before.
Time for Shockwave.
There's no pain.
I know there's
I
no
told
pain,
you.
but there's difficulty in movement. So your difficulty, discomfort, how would you classify that? Like a 5 or 6 out of 10?
What does that number mean?
It's
It's a number you need. The number you need.
Right. Let me focus more on the back or the front. Refresh my memory. All right. So I'm gonna work a little bit on the.
Rotate the cuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna work a little bit on the front today, but I'm gonna start on the back just to kind of loosen everything up over here. Okay.
You're the doctor. You know what to do.
That's it. You're right. Now, if the pain's too much, you let me know. Okay.
Never too much. I'm too tough. I'm too tough.
He's
doctor.
tough. He's
I'm
tough. Be a man. Put some dirt on your face, right?
That's it.
And how old are you, Carl?
81
81 and a half. And we're doing a little bit of Shockwave. Typically, we don't work on the chiropractic side with patients that are over 65. Just because of, yeah, just because of how Medicare doesn't like chiropractors apparently. I might get hot water for that, but the point is we want to at least help people if we can.
You know, when he was operating, my friend's a big surgeon. When he's operating on he says, I've never seen tissue as healthy as your tissue.
That's great.
When he was putting the rotator cuff.
Right.
Now he sees a lot of guys. He sees football players. He's, you know, like a team surgeon.
How's it in here? A little bit tender?
No,
It's a good thing.
no, not tender at all. There's no pain. There's no tender. Now you can have.
I'm honestly not even a big drinker.
No, that's good. I can see that. You're clean like. Just remember what Grandma told you. That's all.
Grandma always knows best.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
It's not better than. It can't get any better than this. Look at this.
That's excellent.
Look, I mean, without using the
Any
other
other
muscles,
muscles, right.
I'm using this right up here.
Exactly.
I don't
And
know. I don't know what the heck.
You got like anything going on? Just another Saturday. Season is already here.
Cat season's here.